it do, world? Your boy Pun.
It's your partner Scribble, man.
Yeah, man, and you're tuned in to another episode of Elephant Room, the podcast. And we're glad to have you here, and we appreciate and thank everyone who's tuned in to the previous episodes. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. It goes a long way, man, and please know we're taking heed to the reviews, the feedback, and the guidance that y'all giving us, man, and doing whatever we can to apply that moving forward. So, hats off to y'all, our viewers. We really appreciate that. And we're going to keep turning this thing up for them, P.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we appreciate you guys again, and keep it coming. Keep it coming, man. You know, give your feedback, tune in, and this is episode 3, baby. And, man, we got some nice topics.
You sound like the dude we about to talk about.
Hey, do it.
This is episode 3, baby.
Hey,
this is prime, baby.
It's prime time. Y'all tune in, baby. Prime time, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we wanna tap into that boy Deion Sanders, man. Prime time, man. I'm really feeling his vibe and his energy right now, man. And he has a lot going on right now.
Got a lot going on, man. He's the man of the hour.
Yeah.
And there's every reason for him to be that.
Facts.
You know what he's accomplished in a short period of time at Jackson State, and what the future holds for him in Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah, man, I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I'm loving it, and I'm you can't help but to see all of the different perspectives, right?
Right.
So you know, it's a lot of people kind of disappointed. You know, I've seen a lot of people.
A ton of people disappointed.
A ton of people disappointed, right? And you know, I kind of can feel their pain, but at the same time, man, they have to understand that, you know, he's got to serve his purpose. Right. He served his purpose at Jackson State.
Before we get too far, let's kind of give the people a recap of his time and his stint at Jackson State.
Yeah.
So you know, we can give the audience a real perspective of
what's
the
going
adversity
on.
that's that he's facing right now.
Right.
Quick rewind. Deion Primetime Sanders has been the head coach at Jackson State, an historically black college with minimal exposure,
right?
Minimal financial backing,
yep.
And minimal success prior to him getting there. In the 3 years that he's been there, he's now won 2 SWAC championships.
Oh, he won last year?
Yeah, bro, they won last year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, 2 SWAC championships, and an undefeated season this year.
Yeah.
So short 3-year stint, man. This dude has done a complete 180 in regards to the football program there. Not to mention the type of monetary gain and media exposure that's taking place in this time too.
Yeah, man. It's a bad guy, man. It's a cold guy, man, and I'm loving it. Yeah. I'm loving it, man. I love the move. You know, I love the move, and I like I said previously, I understand people's stance on it. Now, you know, I know they want him to stay here, but you know, like I say, man, you know, you can't be God. You can't be the master of the world. You get what I'm saying? Like they want him to stay right there. Like for instance, I don't count people's pockets, but I have heard from speculations that $300K a year at Jackson State.
That's on the rumor mill, yeah.
That's on the rumor mill, right? And on the rumor mill, on this case, $500 million a year.
That's $500.
I mean $5 million a year.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That boy, they'll break it.
So what I've heard, that's what I heard. You know, so you know, think about it, man. Like 300, 5. That's 2 different brackets, right? So even I put myself in the shoes, and anybody else, if they put the same people speaking right now.
But let's not forget,
right?
Half of that 300,000, was donated or gifted with the intent of using it from the school to enhance and improve their facilities.
Correct.
And to help pay for the other coaches' salaries, to my understanding.
That tells me that he wasn't even worried about the money.
That tell me that man is a team player.
Yeah,
that's what they tell me.
It really does. Yeah. It really does.
And his purpose was beyond just him solely being a coach and trying to win games.
I believe he serves his purpose there.
Every bit of.
Every bit of.
Yeah,
you know?
Every bit of. And you know, hearing some of the backlash and the reasons as to why people aren't necessarily aligned or in agreement with what he's got going on has everything to do with his tenure there. Like you were mentioning, people feel as though he's obligated to be there for an extenuating time.
Right.
And who are you to write his journey to determine how long his stay is? You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like he had mentioned, head coaches in collegiate sports either do two things. You either get eliminated, you either get terminated or you get elevated.
Correct.
And this opportunity to be the head coach at Colorado is every bit of an elevation in my eye. So I have a hard time relating or understanding why anybody, no matter the color or creed, would be objecting this move.
I seen a good friend of mine from my hometown post something today, and he say, "Damn if you do, damn if you don't."
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like you just can't please everybody.
Yeah.
You really can't.
Yeah.
When you come to a point in life to where you understand this, you have to make decisions. You have to make calculated decisions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
and I can recall, me being in my rap group in my earlier rap days. We had a group called Players by Choice, man. Shout out to my boys. What it do, man? I ain't forgot about you cats, man. PVC for life. But anyway, man, I remember we had a little beef going on. Like another group in the hometown, they wanted to beef with us. They did a beef song about us, and some of the members of my group wanted to, retaliate. But rather than that, I was like, hey, nah, let's not retaliate, man. Let's just make the good, pure music, man. I think us making that, I think we will win in the end. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I looked at the situation. And then later on, another situation came when I was an independent artist, where an artist was like, hey, you don't do enough for the home team. You don't do enough for us. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's not even that's my lane right now. My lane is taking care of my family and doing what I have to do, for my family, making the calculated moves to do what I have to do for my family. You know what I'm saying?
You're looking out for your family.
Yeah, because
something that you're entitled to do as a man.
As a man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Let me take care of my home first. You know what I'm saying? And whatever I can do after that, I will do. You know what I'm saying? And I guess he didn't understand it at the time, but now you do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One thing about me, I'm gonna make calculated moves and I'm gonna win, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Deion is doing.
Yeah, and you have all these people pocket watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Must be the money as to why
they kept on. They
tearing him up.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
It's funny.
It's humorous.
Yeah.
It's funny how the internet can sit there and turn around and use something against you that was popping 30 years ago, whatever. But anyways, you got people pocket watching the man, right?
Right.
And to be fair, and in all honesty, we're gonna move off opportunity and gain.
Right.
What type of opportunities are before us, and what can we gain from it?
Right.
It's something as simple as comparing 300 or 150,000 to $5 million a year.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer. I'm sorry, America. Each and every one of you guys would gladly turn down 300,000 or 100,000 for a bag worth $5 million a year. Easy. Without a bat of your eye.
Yep.
So please get out your feelings.
Yep.
And this is not your problem to sort. Allow a professional and a man of dignity, a man of passion, and a man of purpose to fulfill that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, and I believe that, he served his 3 years there. Honestly, bro, my perspective, my thoughts, I believe that he's going to do the same thing at Colorado. I believe he's going to go in. It might take a year or two to get everything orchestrated, get some of his recruits in, and get everything established. But I think after he gets it established, I believe the NFL is going to come calling. They're going to come calling.
If, right?
Yeah.
If was a fifth, we all be.
Nah, I ain't even say if.
Right.
I'm going to say he's going to do it.
My concern is, are they really going to give him the time needed to make the type of change that Colorado needs and is expecting? Mind you, Colorado has not literally been on the map in quite a long time.
Right.
I want to go back to the late 90s when Cordell Stewart and Rashawn Salam was there, back when they won the national championship.
Beast.
Outside of that, I can only recall maybe 1 or 2 10+ seasons.
Yeah.
You know, so there's some drastic changes and improvements that can and need to be done in order for Colorado to feel as though that they've gotten the bang for their buck.
Right.
Because Deion come with a price now. Not just monetarily, right?
Right.
You have to be willing to embrace all of what he brings, all of what he is.
Right.
That's a very confident, articulate, clever, witty, and flashy individual that knows his stuff.
Yeah.
So would Boulder, Colorado, or is Boulder, Colorado ready for the spotlight, limelight, and shine that primetime possesses is my biggest concern.
I think they are. I think they are.
The biggest thing Boulder, Colorado see in a year is an enormous snowfall, bro. In comparison to what they about to get with primetime.
Man, you know what? Everyone's big on results. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you can bring those results to the table, I don't care what it is, man. I don't care what function it is. I don't care what corporation it is. When you bring results and you bring the money in, you bring the check in, you bring that publicity in, we can change some things. We can maneuver some things. We can modify some things. And I believe that's exactly what's going to take place, man. I believe they're going to, a prime example, when they showed him meeting the team first, they played Tupac when he came in and meet the team.
You gotta do that, though. G, I'm hoping it's just not a facade.
It can't be a facade. They know who Prime is.
I hope they do, because they better understand who they got.
Hey, you heard him in that showing, didn't you? That boy say, "I'm coming." That boy say, "I'm coming, man." Hey, man. So for the people who don't know, Scribble's a heck of a football player himself. Matter of fact, he's played collegiate. You know what I'm saying? You played for Northwestern, right? Yeah, Northwestern receiver, right? Yeah, see, they didn't know that, man. You know what I'm saying? So he knows a little bit more detail about the football arena, man. So from looking at that video when he came in and he was just telling them, like, hey, your spot is not promised. We got beasts coming. What did you take from that? Like, for me, it was like, it was scary for a lot of those players out there, because it was like, Deion is coming in, and he's coming in, and I know we want that welcome, but to me that wasn't really a welcome. That was more of like I'm here, and it's time to get it. It's prime time, right?
It's gonna be some cleaning up.
It's gonna be some cleaning up.
Yeah.
So from me looking at that, I saw a lot of those players like almost like in fear for their positions. You know what I'm saying? So you being a player, a football player, collegiate, what did you take from that? Like, those players got to step up, right?
No, I mean, they should definitely be concerned with their position on the roster.
Yeah.
Unless you got that spot sold up.
It's scary.
You got another thing coming for you. Because one thing that I'm sure Prime is going to expect, and that's greatness, and one that has a dominating type mindset. If you're not trying to dominate every play on the field, Prime gonna be looking for somebody else. And this is what we have to take into consideration as well.
Right.
He has some dogs over there at Jackson State.
Right.
Mind you, he has some great recruiting classes considering the stage at Jackson State. He got a couple 5-star recruits over there.
Right.
A couple 4-star recruits that I'm sure he's been in conversation with and said, hey, the portal open, come on with us.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Prime was talking about, in his formal address to the team. Right. Hey, no spot is certain outside of the quarterback and your safety, because these are my 2 sons and I know they dogs.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Right.
There's a sense of privilege there, but at the same token, there's credential and success to back that nomination.
Right.
But as a player, when you have a new coach coming in and addressing a old roster, you instantly obtain a sense of, oh, man, it's really got real.
Got real.
So you got to do one of 2 things.
Yeah.
Get in the portal, The portal is a melting pot of a whole bunch of people looking for an opportunity, so you can easily get lost in the sauce.
Correct.
Or you can do whatever you can within the next 9 months to step your game up and solidify your position.
Yeah.
And I think that's a problem that we face, not just in the sport arena, but in life itself, man. Especially with these younger generations, there's a sense of entitlement there.
Yeah.
Just because you were good enough to get a scholarship for Boulder, Colorado, don't mean you good enough to start year over year, especially when you got top dogs coming in.
You gotta come with it.
You gotta come with it, man.
Yeah. Come with it.
Yeah. SHIT or get off the pot, they say.
Or get off the pot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. My pedigree, man. I've always been that dog type. I've always been like, whatever I'm doing or wherever I feel I'm good at. Oh yeah, I don't mind the competition.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm a dog.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what makes the best.
Right.
That's what makes
the
best.
Iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
So I feel like what they should have took that speech as like, if the dogs are in there, they took that speech as like, okay, I'm good. I'm gonna show you what I got. But if the ones who not dogs, they gonna run.
They gonna tuck their tail.
Gonna tuck their tail.
Drop them ears down and move to the side.
And I feel like he did that. It was strategic. Like, that's him.
You have to shake and rattle somebody's cage, especially when you're considering the level of change that's expected.
Yeah.
You can't come in Manila and say, "Hey guys, it's very nice to meet you. Hey, I'm looking forward to the preseason.
Right?
Yeah, go Buffs, go."
It would have been the same results.
Nah,
yeah,
it's been mediocrity for a little bit, man. It's time to crank it up a notch and meet and exceed expectation.
That's another reason I love what he represents, and that's another reason I love the speech the initial speech that he spoke to them.
Yeah.
Like, it just let them know when he said his main topic was, "I'm coming."
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Check this out though, man.
Yeah.
And the focus of this conversation has been the transition from and to.
Oh.
But let's talk about the transition from.
Okay.
Right? And the mindset or the environment that he has left behind. Those kids there.
Yeah.
The morale has done a complete change. With Prime's introduction to Jackson State, and now again with his departure. What do you think the mindset of those players that are still on the Jackson State roster is? And what do you think the best thing for them to do is moving forward?
Man, that's a tough one. I feel like, it's still the same. I mean, whether he was there or not. Like, if you as an individual person, you own your world. You control your world. Deion does. If I was a player at Jackson State, although Deion has the highlights, he was this player, the NFL player, and has all the huge resume, and he's brought all the spotlight to it. Hey, I'll take what he's brought to it. But at the end of the day, I own my world.
Right.
Yeah, Deion doesn't make me. You know what I'm saying? Deion helped me, and I appreciate everything he's done for me. That's my perspective if I was that player. But if I'm not going to be transferring with him, whatever it may be, not stopping my shine, because I'm going to get where
it really can't, though, right?
Yeah.
If the expectation is to really continue to progress in life, man, and and speaking of that, I want to kind of applaud and give honor to Deion with how he's handled that transition. I'm a big follower of Deion on Instagram.
Me too.
And on his profile, he still has the profile listed for Jackson State football as well as Colorado.
Yeah.
So I applaud him for that, and also taking heed to his interest in being a part of the hiring process for the next head coach. And even going as far as making a recommendation with one of the existing coaches there too, man. That's honorable. A lot of people would run and not look back for an opportunity to go from 300,000 to 5 million. And not look back at all. But it speaks to how honorable of an individual he is to really want to try to stay as tied in as he could to see a smooth and seamless transition.
I agree, cause some people don't care, you know, especially when it comes to money.
To money,
yeah. But yeah, I mean, honestly, man, like even with the $5 million, I still don't believe it's about the money.
It's not about
like
the money.
You gotta understand.
They tearing him up, man.
Yeah, they tearing him up. I seen that one when did you see the Friday one?
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that one?
I didn't see that.
Oh man, when the old school Pop's brother and Cube was walking behind the mansion in the suburb.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I said I was gonna never leave the hood. As soon as I got that check, I was gone, So they got Deion face on his and his son face on Cube, man. So
the internet
is undefeated, man. And then they got another one. It's another one that was real funny. It might have been even funnier than that one, man. They tearing them up right now. But at the end of the day, man, Deion is a very respectable person. Like I say, man, he's grown. To me, honestly, he's grown to be one of my best mentor, motivational, social media.
Yeah, it's amazing for me, man, because I've admired Deion from a childhood, man.
Right.
And growing up as a kid, a black kid in the suburbs, it wasn't a lot of positive male figures that I could look up to.
Right.
So with my deep passion with sports, I align myself with individuals like Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Why? Because these are individuals that were of a different cloth and creed, that had the innate ability to master and be great at two sports simultaneously.
Yeah.
And also be educated and articulate themselves well in the eye of the public.
Yes.
And not put themselves out there with any type of negativity, without any type of negativity or ill type of exposure, man. So like seeing it really come full circle 30 years later, to see this man still being great is it's amazing, man.
It really
and I
is.
wish nothing but great things to you and your family, Deion.
Yeah.
Jackson State as well as Colorado, man. Do y'all thing. Hey, stay tied, stay locked in, and keep making a difference, man.
Keep making a difference, man. And you just brought something to my attention, man. I sit back and I scope and I look at even our show. I go back and I look at some of the episodes and I just I see the difference. I see the difference in what's going on in the other podcasts or whatever it may be, and I see what we're bringing to the table. And although it may not have the audience that a lot of the other ones have at the moment, I love our stance and I love what we bring to the table. I love what we represent, and I love that we're some individuals that we push the envelope. You get what I'm saying? I feel that we speak intelligently. I feel like we're incisive, we're intelligent, and we're smart, and we're really good what we bring to the table. And we just don't just blabber out anything and everything just to get, and we don't just push or vouch or drive anything just for the views and the likes. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I feel like we take it the hard way, and we take it it might be the long way. However, I feel like in the end, we're gonna come out winning. Right. You get what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because, like, metaphorically, that is identical with what Deion's journey has been from his coach's standpoint, starting off at a no-name school, getting an opportunity at a private high school, never having any type of collegiate coaching experience, getting an opportunity at Jackson State, do the whirlwind of a change there, and seeing a better opportunity and brighter future at Boulder, man.
Totally.
So I applaud you at the same time, my boy. Man. It's been a pleasure, man, doing it so far, and I'm looking forward to it as well. Deion,
yes, sir.
We appreciate your motivation, brother.
Yes, indeed, my man, and we appreciate you guys for tuning in to another episode of Elephant Room, the podcast, man. We got plenty more coming, so you guys stay tuned. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Hey, we up, baby. We coming through.
And don't be shy. Don't be scared to follow us individually as well. Putting goes by I Am Putting on Instagram. It's your boy Mr. Scribble Scratch on IG and TikTok, man. Follow us both for behind the scenes footage, as well as clippings and snippets from the weekly drops that we're doing as well, man. So we thank you again. That's a wrap for us. Tune in next week because we want to stay relevant for y'all and give you the hot topics when y'all want them. Peace, love, hair grease.
Y'all tune